Hi, everyone. It's Arthur here at Arthur Ease Your Mind on YouTube. I'm an intuitive consultant and psychic advisor. And I just want to give a shout out to all the subscribers. And if you're new here, welcome. If you've been here, welcome back. And everyone else in between, hello. So it's been a crazy, crazy, crazy time. But we're all surviving. We're all getting through this. And we've got such a great, wonderful, loving community here. So none of us are alone. And I'm never alone because I talk to imaginary friends all the time, or guides or spirits. Let's hope they're guides and spirits. Anyway, so Sherry's in the background, and she's getting better. She's feeling better. She's blowing her nose right now, but she's feeling better. And it's a paid gig for her, so I'm not abusing her too much. Just kidding. Anyway, let's see here. Real quick, I'm just going to make a public service announcement. How's that sound? There are a couple sites I would suggest everyone looking at, if I can find them. Here they are. Teacher Barbara, you had written me an email. 5calls.org. Make a note of it. This will help you get to all your representatives, phone numbers, addresses, etc. It gives you templates on what to say, templates on what to write. I used it all last week, and I know I got to my representatives. Okay? So make a note of it, and I'll put it in the description. I didn't do it yet, but I'll put it in the details below. Also, another great app, which I have no affiliation with, is Goods Unite Us, available in all app stores. It tells you who gives to what, who's who in the zoo gives to who in the zoo. In other words, some people give to Democrats, some people give to Republicans, some split evenly, so you know where your dollars are going. All right? That's a public service announcement. And if anyone needs to get a hold of Sherry, just yell, open the window and say, hey, voices from the swamp. It's Sherry. If you need to get a hold of her, you need to get a hold of me. If I'm not carrying a sandwich sign on Rodeo Drive saying, I will read for food, there I am at arthureaseyourmind.com. And as I always say, it's actually like Arthur's losing his mind, but that's another story. All right, I'm going to put a little thing in the bottom here. We're doing political questions. And please put in caps, not doing personal stuff. And let's see here. What else is going on here? Because, it's hard for me to walk, talk, chew gum, and do readings at the same time. So with Sherry in the background, that's like my training wheels. It really helps. All righty. So we've got 498 people here. What, you have nothing to do on Sundays? Anyway, I don't either, so that's why I'm here. Okay, let's go to some questions. Oh, first of all, I got some questions here from the post. Yeah, they're not called community board anymore, but I love this one from Ramona. Arthur, thank you for your knowledge. You're welcome. I always say I'm the village idiot. It's the guys that make me look smart. What drugs are felon and melon on? Oh, I like that, felon and melon. And don't forget, you can't spell felon without ELON, or melon in this case. What drugs are they on? I can't really say. I know what I'm on, but that's another story. I think half of America is on Dramamine from all of the roller coaster rides, and they don't give you Valium anymore, so I guess lorazepam is the generic. And just kidding. We'll get through this. And that is why I have, yes, a shameless plug. That's why I have all my guided meditations up there. Now that's in the details. Go to my YouTube page. And there is a playlist for guided meditations. And number one that people are watching right now is Let Go of Stress and Anxiety, or Letting Go of Stress and Anxiety. And then Deep Healing, which is for mind, body, and spirit. And then Fresh Start, because we got to have a fresh start here. All right. So enough of that. And hi, this is from RSA West. Hi, Arthur. I love your gentle sense of humor. Thank you. The nuns never understood me. My question is whether there is a mole or moles inside the Orange Menace White House or his inner circle. Will thus mole help remove the Orange Menace or his boyfriend? What the guys are just saying is the walls have ears. You know, there are people there. And I mean, his administration leaks like a sieve. So we get stuff anyway. So there you go. Let's see real quick. I like this one. From Kay today. Oh, it rhymes. Do you see any pushback from Republicans for Senator Cruz admitting they are for sale with his "everyone has a price" comment? I would like to say yes. I feel some people have said, quietly cut it out. Are they going to publicly say anything? No, they never do. They never do. And let's see one more here. Melissa Wilson from Canada. Hi, Canada, our neighbors. We do love you. Hi, Arthur. Do you see Mark Carney as the new Prime Minister of Canada? Thank you, and love your solos. He's scaring. He's a liberal, and he's scaring a lot of people because his numbers are rising. I'll be honest with you. When I looked at this, it's close. It's going to be close. I can't give you a definitive answer at this moment. Unfortunately, the other party may be going in, but there may be a shakeup. So, as before that election, I do feel it's going to be close. But who's the final victor? It's hard to say, but with everything that Trumpty Dumpty's doing, it's not helping the right wing in Canada at all. Okay, it's rallying people together. So let's go to your questions here that Sherry has starred. I'll take the sticker off because I know it drives people crazy. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Arthur. Will married women lose the right to vote? Save Act. This is a bizarre one. I don't feel it's going to happen. I feel it may get close. It looks like it's going to happen. But then all of a sudden at the last minute, no, it doesn't go through. I mean, it's kind of stupid if you ask me. I mean, you can't vote because you're married. What happens if a gay couple's married? Who gets to vote? Pull a straw? Oh, that's right. We have to have plastic straws now. Anyway, that's how I get that. Shine the light. 1111. Angel numbers. When Trump goes to Saudi Arabia to meet Putin, will he stay and never come back? From your mouth to, you know what I'm saying. He'll come back. Hi, Annalise. Thank you for the licorice, by the way. I have to write you an email. Hi, Arthur. What will happen to Ivana's coffin and gravesite when, if the golf course is sold? See you later with you jokes and great answers. Love your nice gestures with flowers to Linda G. Yeah, we did a show together. It was Valentine's Day. She needed a prop. I sent her flowers. What's going to happen? I don't know. I guess though, it's like remember Poltergeist, all those houses were built on a gravesite and they just moved the bodies. So maybe she'll haunt maybe she'll haunt the place. But I always found it fascinating that she was cremated. They had her in a coffin and they had 10 guys carrying it. Yeah. Makes one wonder, doesn't it? But we'll see. Good question, though. Naomi. Hi, Arthur. Love your show. Thank you. What will happen to the astronauts stranded in the space station? Will all the budget cuts affect them being brought home next month? Actually, NASA already had plans. They're working on it. It's all done. They had plans in place. And then Trump made a big deal to the president, Musk, that, get SpaceX to bring these people back. It's already in place. What, they're going to make him look like the hero, bringing back people? No. No. It's like, God, there was a movie called Maroon or something years ago. I think with David Jansen. But they, everybody got together and they saved them. So the guys are coming home. The astronauts are coming home. Okay? Safe. Hi, Joe Hammond. Will Europe and Ukraine ignore Putin and Trump's peace plan and stick to winning the war? Putin has so destroyed his own economy and army. I can't understand why Trump wants to back that loser. Well, when somebody has stuff on you to blackmail you, you do what they say. Entertainment purposes only. In fact, Zelensky said that, he's not going to give away all the minerals, half the minerals to Trump, because in the agreement, there was nothing about taking care of Ukraine. I mean, he's a blah boss. So Putin will be, I feel people will ignore Putin. Little baby crying in the corner, but that's what happens. And then he has a temper tantrum. Okay. Hi, Fran Bishop. Could you please tell me, will Trump, Elon, and company take away Medicare for 60 and up senior citizens? Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. You too. Every time I look at this, it looks like it's going to get close. They're going to try and take it away. But then at the last minute, something happens and it doesn't. So, like I keep on predicting that after the Ides of March, which is the 15th, I keep on getting 17th, 18th to 23rd stuff happening that hits the fan. That's going to halt a lot of stuff with Trump and Elon. And then as we get to June, July, that's key to things getting disassembled for the administration and being reassembled. And we get to do what Biden wanted and build back better. The government, that is. Okay? If that answers your question. Irene Oswald, hi. Hi, Arthur. Will they find the employees they fire who are watching the nuclear weapons? Or do you mean fire? Will they find the employees they fired who are watching? Yes, they will. Like I said, a lot of things are happening. People are getting tossed off the cliff, but it's like this. The spirits keep on showing me like this invisible net that's going to save them. A lot of people may look like they're losing their jobs. A lot of these things are coming back. Okay? So they will find them. Or do you mean find them? I don't understand the question, but I'm just saying these people are coming back. NCAT9544. What countries or people do you see coming out with the election interference? Well, Poland, Romania, the NATO countries are coming forward. There's going to be so much, it cannot be ignored. Okay? I can't tell you specific what countries, but those are the countries I'm getting. Hi, Laura Wright. What conservative justices on the Supreme Court retire now that Trump is in? How many new ones will he be able to put in? I always felt, of course, that all this is fluid and timelines change. And I've been saying for 3 years that Thomas was going to be out. But I feel his ego is too big. But with DEI, maybe he has to retire. Who knows? But I don't see Trump replacing Supreme Court justices at this time. And as I said in the past, you have to be alive in order to be a president to be putting new Supreme Court justices in. Entertainment purposes only. Hi, Debbie Smith. Do you think that SCOTUS will reverse their immunity ruling? Thank you. In time. Okay. I mean, they've opened this box named Pandora, and I don't think they realize to the full extent. It's kind of like in Ghostbusters when the box gets exploded and all the evil comes out or whatever, but it gets put back in the box. So that's what's going to happen. I hope that helps. Hi, Helen. Why does the White House squatter... Oh, I love that. Thank you. Why does the White House squatter want to be the head of the Kennedy Center? Mussolini won't let him play. Remember that kid song, Bingo was his name-o? Well, it's kind of like Ego was his name-o. It's ego. You know, he wants to put his thumbprint on everything from culture. I guess at this point, Kid Rock will get an award. You know, so much for that. But ego. Hi, Peggy Jean. Do you see Trump being successful declining the state's request for disaster relief? He was making noise about that at the Daytona race today, while weather in 3 states pummeled residents. In other words, he's going to get rid of FEMA. He's going to try, but I don't feel it's going to happen. I mean, he already threatened California that if they don't change their voter laws, that they don't get funds. But I can see Gavin Newsom saying, okay, great. We're not going to give any money to the red states. We've got to take care of our own people now. California takes care of about 21 red states, if you think about it. Okay. Hi, Nora. Hello, Arthur. What are your gods telling you about the meeting in Saudi Arabia with Chile and Putin? It's what they're saying right now is, and again, these are not my personal opinions. This is what the guides are giving me. It's like Putin's playing chess and 47 sitting there with little crayons playing tic-tac-toe. Trump's going to come off as the best meeting we ever had in the history of the world. Everyone's going to be yawning and snickering behind his back, including Putin's going to be snickering behind his back. It's going to be a nothing burger, as Linda G would say. They may come out and say all these things, but it's just bravado. You know, that's what I read. Stay tuned. We'll find out. Hi, Elaine. Can Arthur give us even a small clue when this nightmare will be over, please? Yeah, it's like when they say, oh, it's the American dream. Yeah, dreams are nightmares too. Like I said before, something's going down the end of March, by the end of March, into June, July. After that, it may take a couple months, but I feel as we get into the end of 2025, into 2026, things start settling down. You know, like I said in the last show, like that's when the Munchkins come out and start singing We're Out of the Woods. So that's what happens. Hi, Donna. What do your guides make of the emergency meeting of European nations and GB today over Trump? They are furious, disbelief, and they're rolling around to, you know, it's like a little petulant child with a BB gun is shooting everyone, and they've got to figure out what they have to do to get rid of this child or get the gun out of his hands. So they're having meetings about what they need to do to protect themselves and unite and They're not going to put up with it. I mean, last night I got the hit that Trump is definitely going to try and take us out of NATO, but it's not going to work. At the last minute, it's not going to work. So don't forget, this guy is Captain Chaos, says these outrageous, outlandish things, gets everybody all upset. The legacy media plays it like, oh, he's just talking. Fox pretends it's like, oh, you know, he just cured cancer when he took all the funds away. And but the bottom line is they're protecting themselves. And you can't blame them. Okay. Hi, Jenny. Hello, team. What happened to Jack Schlossenberg? He abruptly deleted his social media accounts. There were threats. There were threats. And he just removed everything. He's safe. He's okay. But that's what I'm getting here. Hi, Billy. Hi, Arthur. When will MAGA turn on 45 and EM? It's already happening. It's already happening. I mean, you're always going to have the diehards, you know, that drank the Kool-Aid. And when they could have had a V8. So they're going to turn on them. Most of them. Give it, like I said, something at the end of March. So we'll see what happens. Hi, Denise Fletcher Tarot. Hi, Arthur. I'm right now loving you and Sherry. Ah, big heart. Hearts. Thank you. And Sherry's doing this in the background. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Pink Lady. Isn't that a drink? I think the definition of Pink Lady is friendship. Hi, Arthur. Will New York City Mayor Eric Adams be removed? Eventually. Eventually. I mean, he's trying to make all these whatever the word is. And stuff is coming out. Stuff is being leaked. And actually, I feel Anonymous is going to be involved with that. So we'll see what happens. But I feel eventually he's removed. S. Hess. Hi, Arthur and Guides. What will be the fallout of 45 to the ordinary person besides high grocery store prices and banking issues? Anxiety. Depression. Anxiety is about the future. Depression is about the past. So he seems to be scoring those. But the thing about the high grocery prices, I've always said that, yeah, prices are going to go up, but also it's price gouging. All his cronies are, you know, it's like kick them when they're down. No, hit them when they're down, kick them. That's what it's doing to us. But we are more powerful than they even know. Stop buying. You know? Hi, Patrick. Will Musk successfully decimate Social Security and Medicare? No. I do not see it. I do not see it. Again, saber rattling, noise, chaos. They can try, but I don't feel that they're going to be successful in what they're saying they're going to do. They may change the age of Medicare and Social Security, but remember when they tried that in France, they had riots. So, but I don't see it happening. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm getting. Hi, Teacher Barbara. I am worried about losing my right to vote. I don't feel that's going to happen. It may look like it's going to happen. I know others have predicted it will. I don't see, like right now in Pennsylvania, they're trying to do suppress voting rights. I don't see it happening. And this is where people like Mark Elias and his group are on the forefront of keeping things in line. He's our guardrail. But I don't see you losing your vote to right. Vote your right to vote. I'm dyslexic and I speak dyslexic too. All right. Spiritual Garden. Hello, author. Will Elon and the Doge bags go away soon? I got what you mean by Doge bags. Eventually, this is not sustainable. Besides that, there was a lawsuit, I think it was 14 states, that are saying that Trump cannot just appoint somebody the way he appointed Musk, because if you're going to have a department or whatever, that's going to the Congress. He just appointed somebody willy-nilly without any background checks or anything. And, so I really feel that they're going to be in trouble. Okay. Hi, Irene Oswald. Do you see an attack on the U.S. like 9/11 since they fired the majority of federal workers to be on watch for such terrorists? No, I don't see it. I feel rumbling, but I don't see it, because why would you attack your mob boss friend? I don't see it. Desert Mystic. Will judges or a judge overturn all federal workers Trump fired? Eventually, yes. Right now I think they're going for the restraining order thing, but that's just, it takes steps. But I do eventually feel that it will be overturned. People will be going back to work. And the other thing is, I do get people still being able to work from home, because right now they're saying you have to go back to work, but then they're firing people. But there's no room for them anyway. They don't have the office space. But they go back. The Professional Observer. Sounds like a news organization. Do 45 and EM have spirit guides? Why are the choices they make so bad? Well, if they have spirit guides, they're not from a higher place realm, we'll say. It's like, I was teasing a friend the other day, and they said, why is Trump still walking? I said, because he's got entities on each side, and they're walking around like, Weekend at Bernie's. They may have spirit guides, but their spirits are, remember Rocky and Bullwinkle? Are they friendly? No. So that's what I get. Again, entertainment purposes only. Hi, Sherry. When will the muskrat leave the U.S.? When he's being chased. I feel he's going to try and flee. He may go somewhere remotely where he thinks he can't be found. But Osama bin Laden did the same thing, and they found him. It's called the long arm of the law. I feel by the end of 2025, beginning of 2026. Let's hope it's sooner. Hi, Kathy. Do you see any more with planes? I do see hiccups. I don't see a major catastrophe. I see, like in Seattle, there were 2 planes of Japan Air and I think a Delta flight where they smashed into each other on the tarmac. Things like that. But planes falling out of the sky, I don't want to be Pollyanna, but I'm not seeing it. Okay. Hi, Nora again. Arthur, do you see Trump's cabinet pick backstabbing him or being a double agent? Well, it won't be Kennedy because you need a brain to do that. Oh, entertainment purpose only. Just kidding. Not really, because they're doing what their master tells them to do. That's how I see it. But when he goes down, they go down. And then when a new president comes in or president-elect, they get to choose their own cabinet. I mean, president-elect meaning if Trump is decertified, J.D. Vance goes along with it. I've always felt, now I could be wrong. It could, like I always say, it could be my liver backing up from the 70s. But sometimes I feel that the Dems get Congress, they get the House, Hakeem Jeffries becomes the House Speaker, somebody gets decertified, it's not going to Mike Johnson because he will not be there. Okay? So there'll be a placeholder, and I think it will be Hakeem Jeffries. I know I'm going out on a limb with that one, but that's what I get. What is going to be the action or tipping point that stops the ravaging of government programs and agencies? I feel it's going to be starting from the veterans. You know, they're going to try and privatize the VA. That's not going to work. They may try even like offering something like they have Medicare and the Medicare Advantage. Medicare Advantage is not official Medicare per se. It's an insurance through the insurance companies. They may do something like that. But I feel there's going to be some revolts. What's going to do it? A combination of things. It gets to the point where everyone said, you know, it's remember the movie Network? They open the window and I've had it. Can't take it anymore. And that's coming down, I would say, by the summer. Okay? Hi, Denise Fletcher. Can we have good news about the white light around Rump and Felon? Are they walking away from the crap they have done in 26 days? I don't see them walking away from it, but you know what? It's a good idea. We always say throw out the most benevolent outcomes everywhere to everyone. And why stop now? It does work. You all know that prayer works. So pray. But not for stuff in the future. It's like when we pray and we manifest, it's already here. Law of the universe. When we go to bed at night, say thank you that we live in a peaceful, restful world. If we all do that, that can help a lot. It's like one of the techniques of Neville Goddard. Before you go to bed, visualize right before you go to sleep. Positive things. So please, everyone, do that. It does work. It does change things. Okay? Oh, thank you, Denise. That's so sweet of you. It keeps the channel going. Hi, Christian. Hi, Arthur. Love your show. Mexico has sent 10,000 troops to the borders. Do you see Americans being denied entry into Mexico for not carrying a passport? Will the border be closed that get Trump mad? If you don't have the right paperwork, if you don't have the right documentation, yes. I don't know, but I don't know if the global entry card will work, if it has to be an actual passport. There are a lot of different things out there. I think isn't there like a license that you cross the border with instead of the whole passport? If you don't have the proper identification, they may be denied. And I think it'll be a nice thing. And I love the way the president of Mexico just announced that, if Trump's going to be calling terrorist groups in Mexico, that she's going to go after the gun suppliers, which are all in America. So it's going to be fun. I meant that sarcastically. Teresa Spriggs, thank you so much. It really helps the channel go. Gigi. Hi, Arthur. You're awesome. Regarding Canada, we are having provincial election at the end of this month. Do you see Doug Ford or the Liberals winning? Thank you. I see we're going to the Liberals. Okay. I see, because of everything. Canadians are seeing what Dump Truck is doing. They're like going, oh, no, this is not going to happen here. And the Canadians have rallied together. And, yeah, I feel it's going to go more liberal. Even if the right wing gets in, they can't be as right wing as they would like to be. People will revolt there too. Okay. Hi, Muse. Late, so sorry if a duplicate question. I hear Congress is being threatened mafia style. How do you think we can escape the Russian influence coup? How will the election be decertified? Entertainment purposes only. I do feel there are people being threatened if they don't vote for the cabinet members. They're afraid for their families. And it is, like I call them a blob boss. And enough countries are going to get together. There are some GOP members that are, going to grow a spine, not be jellyfish. Democrats, when you have the receipts, they can't be denied. That's how it's going to happen. Impeachment can happen, but I feel it's more than that. I feel they're saying, you know what, like they did in Romania and they did in Poland. This is interference. Ain't going to work. Are we going to have to vote again? I'm not certain about that. But like I said, and entertainment purposes only, I always see him being carted out. And I once said, I think on Linda's show on Friday, I said something about military police taking him out. What I meant was, I don't know what military, I feel the military is going to be involved because there's a coup happening. And they take over. And it's like in South Korea, where the president had a coup for 12 hours? And he's now gone. But their equivalent Congress had a backbone. They tried to lock the people out of the officials out from doing their job, but it didn't work. And that eventually happens here. But people have to get a spine. So when you're doing your most benevolent outcomes, I request the most benevolent outcome that people that don't have spines get them. Thank you. Okay. Swan, thank you so much. You guys are too good to me. And we have 1,500 people, 1,589 in the room. Wow. Hi, Teresa Spriggs. When will E and the boys be stopped from hacking our information? There's lawsuits in place. Even though they're trying to ignore them, it's not going to work. I would say what I've always read is like the first week of March, it's like if he were pulling his own tarot deck, it's like the Ten of Cups. Everything's great and wonderful. And then the next day he gets the Tower. Not that I read tarot that much. But what I'm saying is, it's just that he thinks he's going to get away with it, and it's going to crash. And these guys are going down. 19-year-olds having access to nuclear codes without any background, and one of the guys was fired from his last job because he was giving away secrets from other companies. Yeah. These are the people that should be going to Guantanamo Bay. Personal opinion. Okay. Spirit Guide. Oh, hi. Spirit Guide became a YouTube member. Thank you so much. In fact, I didn't put up on my board yet, but I'll be doing probably a membership on Thursday. So I'll let you guys know. Hello, Arthur. Love your show. Why is the White House idiot going after the Kennedy Center? I don't get it. Again, ego was his name-o. E-G-O? Ego. Because he thinks he can. Anything that Democrats did, he's going to try and erase. Well, he's going to be the one that's going to be erased. Okay? Take that however you want to. Lynn, thank you so much, Linda. Hi, Mary. Hello, Arthur. Good to see you. Who will the Florida special elections in early? Who will win the Florida special elections in early April? I always felt there are two seats. One goes Republican, one goes Democrat. But the one that goes Republican, I don't feel is going to be like a DeSantis Republican, if that makes sense. Because none of this makes sense anymore. I wish Mickey Mouse would run. He'd win. High Infinite Divine Light. I love that name. Will Donald's administration be decertified starting in 25-26? Thank you for the live video today. You're welcome. I have no life, so I figured I'd do this on Sundays. No, actually, my solo shows are getting too much. I was overproducing them. So a friend suggested, why don't you just do live shows? So that's what I'm doing. I'm glad you're all here. All 1623 of you. Bless you, Sherry. She just sneezed in the background. They'll be decertified. Again, I feel something's happening by the end of June, July. In June, July. I don't know if that's decertification, but it leads to it. So we'll see what happens. And the thing is, it's going to be so much that some of the MAGA people will realize they effed around and found out. But again, there will be the few who, no matter what he does, we'll say he walks on water and is bringing in the end times. Whatever that's worth. Hi, Carol Johnson. Do you see Felon 45 outed as President Musk, AD Vance also? I heard middle of March. That's what I've been saying. Something's going on by the end of March. I wish it was on the 15th, because that would be the Ides of March. It's interesting. Back when Trump first became president, I think it was the New York Shakespeare Festival. They did a series of, they did Julius Caesar, and they dressed Julius Caesar up in a blue suit and a long red tie, and it was kind of paunchy. And they got so many complaints that they stopped. Gee, what was that about? Hi, Cece. Sassy. Hi, Arthur. Do you see Amy Coney continuing to vote with the women in future votes? Does she regret some of her past votes? It's hard to say. I mean, she belonged to that religious cult thing, entertainment purposes only. I don't know what to call it, but I watch Handmaid's Tale. And, but I feel what I get here is she's voting sort of her conscience, but, she's realizing, well, she doesn't believe in abortion, so she was right on that. She went like a fly on flypaper. She had to do that, even though she said she wouldn't. I don't trust her, but she'll vote with her goals in mind. Hopefully, it will line up with the rest of the country. Does she regret her past votes? I don't think so. She reminds me of someone that just keeps on going forward. Like, the speedboat going through the Gulf. Not the Gulf of America. I'll call it the Gulf, formerly known as the Gulf of America. Like Prince. Artist formerly known as Prince. What I get here is that basically it's like she's going like a speedboat and doesn't look in the past, look behind her, and all the waves she's making behind her, the quake, people are just falling off their rafts and everything. She doesn't care. She's just looking forward, not looking to the past. That's what I get. The SAVE Act has passed. Did that happen today? It's not going to be there long. It's not going to be there long. No. Okay, people, I'm wrong about that. I didn't see it going through, but Sherry's telling me that it did pass. But I don't see it happening. I don't see it. There's going to be lawsuits. There's going to be injunction against it. I'm telling you right now. Hi, Laura. How will Republican married women feel about the SAVE Act and losing their vote and having to jump through hoops with paperwork to get it back? Oh, they're pissed off. I am too. I'm sorry, I'm just stunned right now. Me being speechless. That's something new and different. It's not going to be there for long. If it went through, it's not going to be there for long. I feel there's going to be injunction against it. And yes, there's going to be revolts. First, I thought it was a foreign language. EU and NATO going to prepare war against Russia? UK Parliament is saying this. It's talk. It's talk. I don't see us going to World War III. So, passed about an hour ago. So when I started the show, they voted and the SAVE Act got through. It's not going to last. Again, I get a court injunction immediately. Tomorrow. Okay? Hi, Sandy. How long into the future do we have to worry about the Doge insoles selling our info? Thank you. They're going to be stopped. They're going to be stopped. Again, second, third week of March, something's hitting the fan. I feel they're going to be stopped. That's what I get. Is it safe for us to travel overseas right now? I guess it depends what country you're going to. But I didn't get like a flat out Danger Will Robinson on that. So at the moment, I'm going to say, yeah. Again, depending on what country you're going to, just do your homework. Find out what is the laws are for Americans in certain countries, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But as far as travel, I'm saying it's okay. Pat McBride, question. Will the viral comments of the badly named Musk child hurt either his father or the it? What, you're not the president? Shh. Then he picks a booger and puts it on the Resolute desk. He just said what his father says at home. I hate to say this, but I think he carries his kids around so nobody goes after him. But as one friend reminded me, in other countries, they don't view children the way we do. They don't care. They'll take them up. It's going to hurt. Will it be safe to fly in the U.S. this month? I get a yes on that. Just again, get there early, do your homework, make sure you have all your paperwork. Unless you have to carry your passport, I would suggest it, even though you're in the States. But then again, what the guy just said is make sure you have everybody has a smartphone these days. Make sure you have a copy of everything on your phone so you don't have to carry your passport. Okay. Arthur, do you see Gavin Newsom being the president and Kamala taking his position? On the show I did on Friday with Linda, I did say I felt Gavin Newsom may be the next Democratic president. Do I see Kamala as governor? I'm not sure. I mean, I see her at a ball of some type. And congratulations towards her. I guess it's like kind of, is it an odd or even day what the prediction is going to be? Because sometimes I see her as the next president. Sometimes I see her as a governor of California. Time will tell on this one. Let's just get rid of 45 first. Do you see Kamala's husband running for office? No, I don't. Jenny S., what happened to Assad in Russia? We don't hear anything about him anymore. Good question. What about him? It's just like we don't hear about Snowden anymore either, but he's still there. Let's hope he doesn't fall out of a first floor window. Will Patel be voted in? This is a hard one. Again, odd or even day, yes or no. Like I said, for entertainment purposes only, I feel people are being told they have to vote for him, and they're threatening their families. If he gets in, it's not for long. Okay. Do you see JD becoming POTUS? No, I don't. I always see this book Bewitched. What I see is when Humpty Dumpty goes down, someone's named as a co-conspirator is what I keep on getting. I do not see him as our next president. Maybe on Earth 35, but not this one. Okay. Be angelic. Yes, we all should be. Hi, B. The Trump administration wants the Supreme Court to permit the firing of the head of the federal agency dedicated to protecting whistleblowers. Will the court side with the administration? No. I don't feel it. I could be wrong, but that's what I get. I just got to know real fast. So that's why I'm saying that. Hi, Tracy. Will they be successful in gathering marginalized people and sending them to camps? They're going to try, but they won't be successful. They're going to try. But then again, what are they going to do? Make them labor? Put them in the fields? Make them pick oranges and stuff? It's just sad that when we went through COVID, that all these people were considered essential workers. Even under the Trump administration, they were essential workers. Now they're essential for his what? For his politics, to get rid of them? I'm going to say is they can try, but it ain't going to happen. There are people that are going to stand up. Okay. Are the ETs protecting our nukes since the Orange Genius and Muskrat fired the experts? Yes. Yes. Yes, they are. Because they don't want to see the world annihilated. It reminds me of, remember the movie The Day the Earth Stood Still with Patricia Neal, Michael Renee, or Gort? They invented these robots that'll go destroy planets if they don't follow. I don't see any Gorts, but I do see that they're protecting us. Yes. I feel that's why when Russia had something on the moon, it was destroyed. That's why when they tried to attack Chernobyl, I feel there was a field around it. Again, I watch a lot of science fiction movies, so maybe that's what it is, but no, I do feel the ETs are here. Are they going to be our saviors and stop all this nonsense? They can't interfere. It's like what, Star Trek, the Prime Directive? But they will be known eventually. Okay. Hi, Suzette. Aren't Elon Musk companies too important for the U.S. to get rid of him, Starlink, until another company can provide the same services? Well, in all honesty, what I'm hearing right now is Starlink may be broken up eventually by Congress and other companies buy it out, or the U.S. buys it out or takes it over. I'm not sure how it all works, but I just feel that eventually he's not as important as he thinks he is. It's like that song, Everybody Wants to Rule the World. That's what Musk is trying to do. He wants to rule the world. Ain't going to happen. Billy S., do you see Tesla in Texas shutting down? Eventually. I do. I'm sure he'll try and keep those people with their jobs, but then care about others. Hi, Anya. Will Starlink remain a viable entity with or without Elon Musk? Without Elon Muskrat? What I'm saying here is it may be taken over by the government eventually. So I don't, like, again, he thinks he's the most powerful person in the world. He's in for a surprise. Again, most benevolent outcomes. Please put them out there. It does work. Hi, Mark. Okay. Asterian's replacing Starlink. Well, we'll see what happens. I think we have time for like one more or two more. Nancy, no taxation without representation. If you can't vote, you're not represented. Correct. Correct. And I love when the mag put out this, don't tread on me. Right. Arthur, do you see all of Alania's baby mamas singing like canaries once he flees the States? You betcha. Because he's not going to give them money. That's the thing. If they talk, they don't get paid. Sally Kennedy, thank you so much. So, oh God, you people are so wonderful. Thank you. Harriet, thank you. Cindy, thank you. Oh my God. Thank you. And Susan, thank you. You guys mean the world to me. You really do. I mean, it might sound trite when people say, "Oh, I love you. I love you guys." I really do. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. I know Mom and Dad had something to do with it, and Mel and Linda did. My mama and Papacita on YouTube. But you guys are very special to me. And my wish was to hit 15,000 subscribers by the end of March. I think we'd do it by the end of this month. And I couldn't do it without you. And then after 15, let's go to 20. And after 20, let's go for 1 million. Come on, we can do it. Well, let's get to 25 first. But I wouldn't be here without you guys. So thank you so much. And also, if anybody needs a reading, it's like somebody asked, "Do you read for Linda?" I said, "Yeah." I call her up and look in the mirror, say, "You wearing that thing?" That's called a reading. No, but I have readings available if anybody needs anything. Just go to my website, which is, I'm really walking talk, ArthurEaseYourMind.com. And like I was telling Linda the other day, yeah, I got available. I have readings available. I have openings in May and April and March and the last week of February. So I'm here. But anyway, enough joking around. You guys mean the world to me. You really do. And thank you, Sherry, in the background. She's wonderful. And if you need a Southern drawl reading, Cajun expert, she just gave me a thumbs up. She's the gal. And if you notice, I have like a little alligator there for her, little swamp thing. So there you go. In the meantime, it's been real. I hope to see you back here next Sunday. I've made it not a resolution, but you got to do this. So people are saying, when are you going to do another show? So Sundays at 3:30 Pacific time. In between, I'm here with Mel on Tuesdays for Aloha Tuesdays. And I think this Friday I'll be on with the Cool Crone on one of her polyology, whatever they're called, shows, and other things. So I try and put up as much as my schedule in the posts. So look there. In the meantime, thank you. I'm rambling. That happens. So what do I always say? Take care of yourself. Take care of others. Stay safe and have fun. And that's the show for tonight. Now, a word from our sponsor. Or something like that.